Hey y'all, I'm back. It's been a minute. Where have I been, you ask? Mind your business. Just kidding. Welcome back. I got a quickie for you because, I've been busy. But I gotta crank things back up. So, so something's been on my mind lately. You get to the end game, you spend so much time trying to get the perfect passives on your pals through breeding or Yakumo or whatever, and you realize something. Why the is Lucky a rainbow passive? Seriously, this passive sucks. Let's talk about it. First things first, Lucky is a passive that increased the attack and work speed of a pal by 15%. You would get the passive by finding these Kaioken versions of pals roaming around or farming their way across the island. Like really, all glittery. This pal is usually larger than regular size, basically an alpha size, but with more sauce. Like that sauce, like that honey mustard dripping off your chicken nugget sauce. Sorry, I'm hungry. During the early game, the passive was pretty good as a tier 3 passive. It was on a lot of combat builds, which made sense because the best passives at the time were Legend, Musclehead, and Ferocious. Lucky would normally make that 4th slot, unless people wanted one of the elemental boosts. It was even a good base pal passive, while Remarkable Craftsmanship wasn't around. However, once rainbow passives were introduced, Lucky became outclassed instantly. People quickly replaced Lucky with Demon God, and base pals removed Lucky for Remarkable Craftsmanship. But here's the thing, Palworld has a dilemma. These pals are still incredibly rare to run across, especially the good ones. Most pals you run into with Lucky are mid at best. But the most insulting thing of all is they made it a rainbow tier passive. Like what? I get that Lucky pals are rare, but if you're gonna keep the same effects, then it should have stayed a tier 3 passive. Sorry, I said it. That being said, I'm here to fix it. So I'm gonna ask a few things of y'all. First, we have this rocket launcher, we have this ammo, and over there is a subscribe button. You know where this is going. Rambo! That's right, obliterate that subscribe button with your hands until it shatters into pieces. Whew! Now please kindly tap that like button too. After watching this video, of course. I want you to actually like the video. Okay, cool, so let's move on. So we're gonna fix this passive. Now I'm gonna say some hot takes, so brace yourself. I'm a balancing personality, so I don't like straight OP mechanics without a counterbalance. So let's get started. First, we're gonna rework the effects. Lucky will increase the attack, defense, and movement speed by 40%, making it an almost purely combat passive. Yes, that's a lot. I'm not done though. Second, Lucky pals are extremely rare to find in the game, and when you do find one, they're usually the mid-tier pals. I mean, how many Lucky Orzerks have you ran into? No worries, I'll wait. Anyways, to fix this, I would triple the current rate of Lucky Pal occurrences, but follow it with this very unpopular move. You cannot breed down the Lucky passive. Nah, let me make my case. See, I want the pals to be so OP that catching it is going to be an instant keeper. Like you'll have to stop what you're doing, hope you're prepared, and actually capture the pal. The Lucky passive itself will be OP that you need a balance for it, especially with my next idea. This pal will also guarantee a second rainbow passive skill. This one will be random and will be either Diamond Body or Demon God. In addition, you can use the Yakumo method and have a chance of passing down whatever passive you have on it. So if you have one when you encounter this Lucky pal, you might even have a chance to get a third passive on it as well. You can imagine how out of hand this can get with all these boosts, which is why I don't want Lucky to be passed down, which unfortunately means you're gonna have to call the existing Lucky pal passive something else. Can't have people breeding Lucky on all their pals in anticipation of all this. Call the old Lucky something else. I really don't care what you call it something else. And keep the new Lucky as a rainbow passive with this new ability. Okay, I'm not done with the sour milk yet. Here's the second controversial point with it. Every Lucky pal will have 0 IVs on every stat starting off.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes, I want this pal to be OP in the beginning. However, you gotta put in a little bit of work to make it perfect. Like unlocking its potential on it through hard work or something. IV fruits are easier to obtain now anyways, so this is more of a hump than a mountain. So imagine you find a Lucky pal in the wild, you catch it, it has Lucky and Demon God. Now you go to the pal surgery table and add Musclehead and Serenity like we all do. You're now looking at a pal with 110% attack boost, 45% defense boost, and 40% movement speed boost. This is wild. I also like that you have the audible sound to find a Lucky pal. I would keep that, but I would change it to something a little bit different to differentiate it between the sound that Jet Dragon and Xenolord's wings make. That way you can completely eliminate the confusion on what the Lucky Pal is. This will be really OP. Like I said, I approached this a little bit like a game developer with the mindset of making it really powerful but having enough drawbacks to make it somewhat balanced. Giving the pal enough power potential to make you stop and actually catch the pal and raise it to its full potential no matter which pal it is. That way it also gives you another type of pal that's good to catch without the need for breeding it into existence. They will still scale to the level of the area that you're in. So over here in the wildlife sanctuary, for example, this lucky Orzerk will be roughly level 55. Since lucky pals are usually roughly 5 to 10 levels higher than the pals in the area. You could probably tell Orzerk is my favorite pal at this point, by the way. Okay, I'm wrapping this up, but check this. This is where y'all come in. You know this is a back and forth community, right? So I need you to tell me in the comments. I can't even talk, y'all. I'm back for 2 weeks, and dang, hold on. Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, anyways, this is where y'all come in. I need y'all to get in these comment sections below, okay? I need you to tell me how you would make the lucky passive better. All right? But I do need y'all to get creative, okay? I'm challenging y'all to be balanced in your answer. So put some nuance in it. You know, don't just say, "Oh, I want it to be super strong." Give some drawbacks too. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm starting to work on a build guide for the oil base in this build right here. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm struggling to build it the second time, you know, the alignments and everything. So just bear with me. It might take a little bit, but I'm working on it. Anyways, I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.